Greetings, church. I'd like to share with you a recent meditation I received from the Brothers of St. John the Evangelist. It's under the topic of criticism, and it says, "What labels have I used to describe myself? What names do I secretly call myself? In what ways do I criticize or belittle myself? I am challenged by Jesus to take a fresh look. Can I see myself as Jesus sees me? If we get past our labels, we might be able to see the beauty in others and in ourselves." Those words struck me as particularly powerful because sometimes as I'm about and talking to people about their faith, I recognize that as Christians, we sometimes live the great commandment as though it were multiple choice, as though the commandment was love God or love your neighbor or love yourself. When the truth of the matter is, the great commandment is that we are called to all of that, to love God and love our neighbor and love ourselves. In fact, I don't believe we can do any of those things adequately unless we do all of them. I don't believe we can truly love God until we can love our neighbor, and we can't truly love our neighbor until we love ourselves. But sometimes we get caught up on that loving ourself piece. And we might be confused as to the difference between loving self and narcissism. Narcissism, which is bandied about a lot in our culture, is a negative trait in that the narcissist is so self-absorbed that they have a hard time feeling compassion for anyone else. The narcissist is so self-invested that they cannot see their own fault or flaws. The concept that we have in the Great Commandment of loving self is almost the opposite of narcissism. In loving ourselves, we are called to see ourselves as our God sees us, as a beloved creation, as a beloved child. We're called to love ourselves in that we can see our faults and the places where we fall short. We're called to love ourselves in that we are called to forgive ourselves for our imperfections, for our failures. We're called to look at ourselves and see us as Jesus sees us, as that one sheep that Jesus leaves the 99 to find, as individuals created by a loving God, and God creates good stuff. Loving self is about knowing that we're not perfect and we are God's beloved. And so this day, if nobody has told you, you are beloved. Your Creator loves you. Your Redeemer loves you. The Advocate of the Spirit is with you. And when we love God, and we love our neighbor, and we love ourselves, we are part of transforming this world. My prayer is that in these difficult times, where you may be struggling, where you may be feeling inadequate, that you realize that you are beloved, that you take the time to see yourself the way Jesus sees you.